Thad Brown along with AJ Feldman here. This is the short version of Buffalo Game Day Recap. First one of the year for us after a Bills thumping of the Tennessee Titans 41-7 on Monday night. And AJ, look, another week, another stellar effort for the offense. Get this, Stephon Diggs is on pace for 170 catches, 2,295 yards, and 34 touchdowns. Just this season. He didn't even play the fourth quarter in this game. You've got the under. I think the under's a good bet. Maybe not, though. Regardless, this offense continues to just roll through teams, even tonight without Gabe Davis.
Yeah, just being on the sidelines of this game, it just emphasized how effortless that this looks for the Bills right now. It looks easy on them. If they don't score, it seems like it's a problem. You know, scoring touchdowns in the National Football League, it's pretty difficult. It doesn't seem that way. It seems like, Patrick Mahomes of years past, Peyton Manning of days old, Tom Brady. It seems like when there's a touchdown, obviously it's good, but even if they kick a field goal, it seems weird. It seems off. That's just how seamless this offense is clicking right now.
The thing that really seems off is when they punt. That happened once tonight with the starting offense, and it was weird. And look, you talk about reminding you of other quarterbacks. I can't think of a team that ever looked like this. Now, it's only 2 weeks, a lot more football to be played, and it may turn out that the Rams and Titans aren't very good. But look, when you have a guy like Stephon Diggs who has rolled through Jalen Ramsey and whatever rookies and under-talented players the Titans had at him tonight, he has destroyed everyone. And, again, tonight it was an evening where Gabe Davis didn't play. You'd think Tennessee would be able to focus coverage on him, and yet it was still no problem. It is just bananas what the Bills have done so far. The defense has been just about as good. There weren't the excessive Von Miller fireworks from the week before, but the Bills held Derrick Henry to basically nothing. Titans scored 7 points all night. I mean, the Bills' defense matched the Titans for points tonight. Matt Milano with a pick six. I think the thing that stands out to me is the different options the Bills have on defense. Last week was kind of Von Miller. Tonight, Greg Rousseau had a sack, Tremaine Edmonds had a sack, Milano had a pick. There's a lot of different guys contributing on this team.
Yeah, and somehow the Bills have found a way to shut down the other team's strengths last week and then this week. Last week, it's Matthew Stafford, the passing game. They shut it down, all the sacks, 7 sacks last week. This week it was Derrick Henry. So this is a defense that, doesn't have to only have to go against the passing team. It can only stop down the run. Right now, they're very well-rounded as a team. Obviously, the injuries are concerning. There were a lot of injuries on the defensive side where if those are serious, things get a little dicey. But right now, the defense is clicking on all cylinders in a way that they did last year, but against much superior opponents so far this season.
Or at least much superior, we believe.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's only 2 weeks into the season. The injuries could be a very big deal, I think, especially at corner. Look, we know Trey White's not going to play at least the next 2 games. Let's just talk about the next game by itself. The Miami Dolphins, not well known since the era of Dan Marino as an intimidating offensive team. With Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, they might have that. The Bills are facing the distinct possibility they might go into South Florida next week with only Christian Benford and Kyer Elam at corner. Both guys have been good, in their half a games or 3/4 of a game they've played so far, but this is going to be, even including the fact they faced the defending Super Bowl champs, this might be an entirely different test.
Yeah, and you mentioned, the rookie corners having to start. We don't know if Micah Hyde's going to play as well, so they could be down to just one of their really core secondary members, Teron Johnson, of course, right. And Jordan Poyer, so too, I guess. But the fact of the matter is that last year, that would have been a much bigger problem than it was this year because that was a defense that was built through the secondary. If the secondary wasn't playing up to the standards, if they didn't have all their guys, you were very nervous walking into this game. Next week, who knows? It could be like week 1. It's the Von Miller show, pressure, where, Christian Benford and Kyer Elam, they can probably do their jobs for 2 seconds. Maybe a little more than that, but if they have no time to pass the ball, certainly better off than they were in years past just because of that dynamic pass rush that they have and they showed off this year.
Yeah, bottom line through 2 games that we've seen this Bills team, they can beat you throwing the ball, they can beat you scoring points, they can beat you getting to the quarterback, and we know they can beat you by defending in the secondary and turning the ball over that way. It's a crazy impressive team so far. Only 2 weeks in. Really, I think the only thing that's gone wrong for the Bills is that the Super Bowl is not next week. We still got about 4 months before that happens. For AJ Feldman, I'm Thad Brown. Please click on some more of our Bills coverage here at RochesterFirst.com.